what happens after college. I think when everybody starts college, they have like this clear-cut plan of they're going to get done with college and then they're going to do this and everything's going to be perfect. And then I don't think it's necessarily the same towards the end of college. James, what do you think?
I don't know what movie they're living in with.
What do you want to do, James? Ideally, if you could do anything.
I think to survive as a middle class actor would be amazing, and I strive to be I strive to be up top. But if I ended up as a middle class and being able to live off my money as a performer, that's also an amazing feat in itself. So I can't call myself a. I don't. If I was able to do that, I couldn't call myself a failure.
I feel like it is possible to be happy in what you're doing without being the absolute best. I don't think anybody needs to be the end-all, be-all to necessarily be successful. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. For a while, for a few months last year, my mom wanted my sister to be an actor. My sister's 16. She doesn't know what she wants to do, and that's fine. My mom wanted her to be an actor. My mom wanted her to become an actuary. And she kept pushing this and pushing. And one day we finally said, Ma, why do you want her to be an actuary so badly? Because Mom had seen a thing one day on the news about the new head of the Office of the Actuary in New York, who lived in this gigantic, like 800, not 800, but a good 8,000 square foot apartment in Manhattan, and she made this much. And I think everybody always, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Graduate, for a multitude of reasons.
Okay, Jeff Hirschberg.
Oh, no, I like. Okay, but it's like everyone's like, well, do you like? It's just about a man having an affair with an old woman. I'm like, I'm like, get past the Anne Bancroft part, and like, what's the first thing he says in that movie is, I don't know what I want to do with my life. That's why he's even having the affair with her in the first place in the movie, is because he's so bored with his life. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He just knows that he doesn't want this life that his parents have created for themselves, which is filled with possessions, and they've made it a lot of money, yes, but they're not happy with themselves. And he just doesn't want to, and that's why I like the movie, because I think that's a lot of people who I know leaving college. They don't know what they want to do. They know what they don't want, but they don't know what they want, but they know what they don't want. And I think that's a fair thing, and it's a realistic thing to not know what you want, but know what you don't want.
I feel like there's always an opportunity that you're missing. There's always something else you could be doing.
Oh, of course.
You know?
And the problem is, I think everybody's guilty of the what ifs. I know I'm very guilty of them all the time. What if I had gone to this? What if I had done this instead? What if? But I think you have to be okay with. I think in the end, you have to end up being okay with the decisions you made in life. I mean, because you never know where they're going to get you or what's going to happen because of it. I mean, I know everyone else has made the end of The Graduate. He doesn't know where he's going from there. He's now just thrown away everything to the wind. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, but sometimes that's what happens.
I mean,